Buzzy, what are you doing? Buzzy, what day is it? Happy National Rubber Duck Day. National Rubber Duck Day, aka National Rubber Ducky Day. Do you like to say rubber duck, or do you go all the way and say rubber ducky with extra syllable every year on January 13th? Because of Ernie. Back in the 1970s, Sesame Street was created. 1969, 1970, the smash breakout hit song "Rubber Ducky, You're the One." Okay, I mean it charted the Billboard chart. Additionally, anyway, so they started making these calendars, and they started saying, Rubber Ducky's birthday is Jan 13. Way back in the 70s. Party foul. But this one, hang on, this one. I got a Ernie holding. Ernie? Yeah, Ernie. Ernie holding the rubber duck. So listen. Let me go get that guy, because listen, we gotta talk about the ducking Jeeps. I don't know how no one's ever told me about the ducking Jeeps. We can talk more about the history of rubber ducks. And, it turns out this is a Liberty Insanity also. All right. Duck Insanity 4. Liberty Insanity 154. Okay, I'm going to show you my Liber Ducks. But first I want to show you this Funko Pop Ernie holding Rubber Ducky, the reason for the season. Very cool. Now, I mentioned those calendars from the 1970s. It has everyone's birthday, Oscar and Grover and Big Bird and everybody. But we happen to get, for $1.50, the 2025 calendar at the Doll Hair Tree. I got to tell you, it does not have anybody's birthday in here. Not even Rubber Duckies. There's Bert. There's Buzzy. Let's check out these Statue of Liberty Rubber Ducks. Right, quack. And then we'll go see what Buzzy broke. Because everything that was in that bucket is new for this year, too. This is the classic Rubber Duck. That's the brand, Rubber Ducks. Came out in 2000. Feel old yet? I know I do. That's a 25-year-old cultural object right there. And the great thing about rubber ducks is they float perfectly upright, amazingly upright. It's getting crowded in here. Oops. Ah, should have kept Ernie. But new for this year, I got a second Rubber Duck, Liber Duck, finally. And, I got this one new years ago. It was something like, what was that? Liberty Insanity 17, maybe? We're on 154 right now. I paid less for the new one than current year I was able to pay for a beat-up used one. But it turns out the paint is notably different. This is the newer one for me. It is the used version. Way more paint. This one we took out of the box. Barely has any paint. Okay. But then there's some other Liberty Ducks like this one. Oh my god. I apparently have 4 of those. No torch, no tablet. No tablet, but look, torch butt. Yeah, this one will light up. Oh, not with rubber. Maybe it'll light up with water. Don't know. So that one's cool. That one's cool. Oh my god, we got a left-handed Liberty Duck. What the duck, Chuck? And then I have two of this one, Liberty Duck from Toy Smith, 2012. Those are exciting. There's many more varieties on eBay. Problem is, they'll cost minimum $15 to ship. Let's go see what I found. I found somebody's collection one year. Well, this year. Well, between last Jan 13 and today, I found this collection all in a bucket, a Chuck It bucket. Now you see what just happened. This was a soap dish. Buzzy broke the head off of. There's Buzzy. There was apparently 2 ceramic dispensers. I'm certain those lips, them duck lips, weren't chipped. Oh my God. Buzzy! None of this stuff was chipped. Those bathroom set pieces from 1998. This is called the First Years. 2029. I'm not kidding. There's got to be a way for you to see this. This is a duck from the future. 2029 copyright. I'm sure they either meant to say 2019 or 2020. It says 2029. But among that person's collection, they had this one. You could tell that's vintage, but look at all the kid poo-poo in it. If you know a way to clean out the inside of a duck that's that substantially full of poo-poo, let me know. That's so vintage. That's more vintage than Ernie. All right. Rubber ducks. So the first patent for a rubber duck, listen up, goes back to 1886, okay? 1886, okay? Now, 1886 keeps popping up in my life because, first of all, Statue of Liberty, 1886. Second of all, Coca-Cola. My goodness, what is more American than the Statue of Liberty, Coca-Cola, and rubber ducks? You know what I'm saying? 1886 represent. What are they doing now? Why is there so much noise? But that duck, I got to tell you, that patent, that duck had to do with pew-pew, target practice, pew-pew, okay? Now, the idea of making a rubber duck for a baby in the bathwater, that didn't hit the scene until around the 1930s, okay? What a time to be alive. Additionally, ducking Jeeps, that started in 2020, okay? For the last couple years, I've kind of noticed cars. I've kind of been like, oh, there's one of those cars that have ducks all over the dash. It wasn't until basically this time last year I realized all the cars that have the ducks on the dash are Jeeps. So then you go, hey, Alexis, why do all these Jeeps have ducks on them? So it's apparently a thing with Jeeps. Jeep people. The Jeep subculture of North America, they see each other at gas stations and they go, nice ducking Jeep. I guess this really happens. I don't have a Jeep. So you buy all these cheap ducks like this one. This one is confirmed a ducking Jeep. Duck, ow. You buy all these ducks to keep in your Jeep. You don't call it a car. You call it, yeah, Jeep owners always call them Jeeps. I got this box of ducks in my Jeep, so when I see another Jeep with the ducks, I say, hey, nice ducking Jeep. Here, have a duck for your dash. And then I don't know, it's like pin trading for adult Jeep people. I think it's interesting. But the weirdest thing is that, like, it's fully caught on, at least around here. Allegedly, supposedly, it goes back to 2020, and the woman who started it did so in Canada. So, a Canadian tradition all over America, U.S. of America, current year. But we looked at these little guys last year. Strawberry duck, You already know about my liber ducks, military ducks, snow ducks, ducktails, duck butts, and ducking jeeps. Always got that classic vibe. Baby King. BabyKing.com. Woo! Happy Rubber Duck Day each and every year on the Insanity Counter on the 13th of January. See how solid the rubber ducks are? They ain't going anywhere. Wait, you're going to go close it up.